Okay, let me record this video before it's too late, as I usually do. Um, I usually record videos when it's too late, like in 12 a.m., 1 a.m. But thank God that today is exception. Actually, I was rewatching my very, you know, first videos like day 6, day 7, day 8, day 8, and I saw something. I saw a pattern that I wasn't recording a video necessarily after doing some kind of job. I made these videos no brainer to myself to a certain degree. At the very beginning, the goal was to just freaking document and record every single day, not necessarily the good days where you're very productive and work like 16 hours from like Fajr to Fajr is at 4 a.m. to like freaking 11 p.m. and like you do even more than you have planned in your uh, to-do list right here. And yeah, the day is awesome, you feel great, you feel motivated and hyped up, and you share that with the world, right? The goal was to transplant the raw reality of a future entrepreneur and a future millionaire, inshallah. um, that not every day you feel great. Like, for example, you can watch me when I was sick and ill. That days wasn't that productive, that days wasn't that hyped up, all this. Not all of these like kind of in a bad manner, but a lot of the entrepreneurs who have made it, they made it, and then they're making videos on YouTube, and then they are documenting their journey after they have made it, and from there on. But what I want to say is that I get away from the actual purpose of these videos. At some moment I just decided that, you know what, I'm gonna record these videos only after I can be proud of myself and I have done something, and I have DM'd to people on Instagram offering my web design services, or I have applied for some coding jobs, or I have done something, and then I'm gonna record the video, right? Well, today, okay, let's get into. Um, just a couple of minutes ago, actually, internet was off, so I couldn't just record this video, and I was thinking to myself that, you know what, I think we're not gonna make a video today. But thankfully, alhamdulillah, here am I recording this video. My granddad paid for the internet, and as you can see, I'm not in my mom's house, I'm in my granddad's house, recording this video and building a website for my agency, the brand new website, new one. The previous one, which you can see right now, if you go, I didn't publish this version yet. If you go right now to the kiwistudio.oz, you're gonna see the first version, which has its own flaws, because the design which is over there is designed by a guy who have studied design a lot more than me. I can't say that he's a professional, he's just a normal guy who have graduated from boot camp where he learned how to design. The problem is that he designs better than me in comparison to me. So he designed the homepage, and when it came time for designing other pages, he quit it working with me, and I ended up being in a situation where I had no money to pay for another designer. I mean, even that guy who was just an intern who was willing to work for a portfolio, and he did a really great project. Homepage looks to a certain degree stunning and beautiful if you go to the website. But he also spent, I think, 2 months working on that design. 2 months around, something like that, working on that one single homepage design. Yeah, whatever. And I couldn't take on from that stage where he left the project. I wasn't that great at designing. And what am I doing right now is I designed the brand new website. it doesn't have any other pages except the home page, because there are some agencies making millions of dollars a year with just the home page, and I think that's the only thing which you need in your website. I'm sorry. The homepage is the place where you get all the information. I mean, and there is very few percentage of the people who go to the services page or about page. I mean, yeah. So I designed the website on my own. Okay, I I found a free template and then made my own changes to that free template. Um, but I still made changes, so it's my design to a certain degree. And why am I talking about only that thing? Well, that's the largest percentage in the portion of my day which I have spent doing and working on. Yeah, I mean, there have been a lot of things which are, was promising. For example, I wanted to have a call with one sales guy, potential new one, and we couldn't have one. I wanted to have a call about my startup. Yeah, again, for those who are new, I'm doing two things at the same time. I'm running my web design agency, and I'm trying to, what you call nowadays, SaaS. I'm trying to make this thing work because there is a lot of problems, and that's why I wanted to have a meeting. I wanted to just maybe we can hop on a call, and two brains are better than one brain, and maybe come up with some kind of solution to this problem we're experiencing. The main problem we're experiencing is that, do you remember I made a video where I was saying my friend who is front-end developer and not back-end developer somehow managed to make an API which is working, which is crazy, using ChatGPT. So what happened to that back-end code is that it's not working properly. Even on his laptop, it's kind of working. It's working, whenever he wants and whatever the way it wants. Like it's not working. How to say that? Stable. You can't how to say that? You can't expect a normal result as always. Sometimes it does download the video from YouTube, sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know what to do. That's why I wanted to hop on a call. As I said, two brains are better than one. Two brains are better than one, and maybe we could have come up with some kind of solution to this problem. But it didn't happen. We couldn't schedule on one time. Same with our sales guy. We couldn't schedule on one time because he's living in another time zone. What else? Okay. You can just look at my to-do list, basically what I have planned for today and what I have done today. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of things which I didn't wrote down here. For example, like, two potential sales, not sales, but meetings I wanted to have, Yeah, that's the raw reality. Okay, you get it? That's the raw reality of an entrepreneur. It's not always fancy. It's not always like some of my videos which I have recorded when I was in a really great mood and I was just hammering it. Some of my videos I watch and I get hyped up back then, back again. Yeah, right now I don't know what is going on with my body and health. I don't know, like, I have this headache, but for what reason? I hope I'm gonna get back soon, inshallah. Health Ah, man. Think about that. There are some people who just don't have the right conditions, right? And when I say right conditions, I don't really mean someone who doesn't have an internet connection at his home, Wi-Fi, 4G. I mean, there are some people who are way worse in circumstances than you and I, so they just can't work hard and earn their way to make $1 million or even millions of dollars. You have to have some basement, you have to have some foundation on what you can rely on. For example, think about that. If you are in a hospital, if the only thing which you're thinking about is your health, and I mean, I don't know how much you can think about the systems in a business or what kind of people you should hire, or even think about how you're gonna hire people sitting in a hospital chair. Like, bro, alhamdulillah, bro. Like, yes, my head is a little bit, going a little crazy, but alhamdulillah, I at least can sit down in front of my laptop in my own house and hire people, manage stuff, and record these videos. Okay, so it could have been worse, but it's not. SubhanAllah. So I've vlogged today. I'm gonna tick this goal. Agency's website. I'm working on it right now.
İnternet yandı mı?
I think, that's enough for today. That's the summary of what kind of day I had today. Thank God. Like, you might be saying, you didn't do that much. I don't really know if even if you take an example, all these people who have already made it, Iman, Sebastian, why you think we see the footages or videos of them partying sometimes in nightclubs? It doesn't mean that you have rights to do whatever the shit you want to do. I think that's a little bit more complicated than just a 10-minute long video. Why, you don't have to live a life of Instagram when, you go to an Instagram and everyone is hyped up, right? But you can still succeed, right? You don't have to live every single day life of, which Instagram dictates you to live. Like, some days you, even without Instagram, you feel hyped up. But I don't know why it's designed this way, that you don't have to, people say fully in, are they? Then the thing is, you don't have to. You still can spend time with your family. And I think you should spend time with your family. And I think you should spend time for your health. And I think you shouldn't feel guilty when you're feeling sick. That's enough for today. Peace out.